This week, we're helping soon-to-be empty nesters make a fresh start.
I love this house. I think I'll love it for another 10 years.
Wow!
But do they stick it out or up sticks?
My dream to live by the sea could be a reality.
Her wish is my command.
Look at the view.
Selling the dream here.
This is the dream.
I'm not giving up without a fight.
I beg of everybody, we can change what a space is used for.
And my renovation has them misty-eyed.
So we're back to the full plan. Thank you, Kirstie. We're just doing it in a slightly different way.
But will their decision be music to my ears?
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
Today, we're heading to the historic market town of Strathaven.
15 miles outside of Glasgow, beautiful countryside.
Very, very pretty.
I don't know much about it.
Well, don't tell me you haven't got any funds for
I
this
know
flat.
there's a Strathaven castle.
Is there?
Yes.
Where's
and there's a
that?
ghost. I think she's called the White Lady.
Lot of windmills.
Windy spot. South Lanarkshire. Well known for it.
Are you just making that up?
No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I can always tell when you're making something up. You don't have that same confident tone.
Confident tone? That's polite. Usually it'd be smug cockiness.
The day is yet young, Phil.
So you got your 10 quid bet, have you?
In your dreams.
Frank and Wilma are a couple swinging between loving or listing and unable to agree.
Lovely.
Definitely winning.
The cause of their conflict is this 4-bedroomed detached house.
I am team love it because the potential of this house is massive if we do the right things to it.
I'm team listed. The house is too big now. We've got all this extra space that we're not really doing anything with.
But they haven't always been so hit and miss.
I met Frank at the ripe old age of 17.
We were in a nightclub in Glasgow, so I asked Wilma to dance.
I don't remember the song that was playing.
I do. We are family, Sister Sledge.
Wow!
After a disco brought them together, they bought this detached house 25 years ago and raised their 2 sons here.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Eldest son Michael has flown the nest, and David is soon to follow. And while Wilma and Frank can't agree on what to do next, there's no argument over their home's biggest issue.
We really need to sort out the conservatory now because it's just dated and out of place.
Built 21 years ago, the ageing conservatory has been a playroom for the boys and then a teenage hangout with table tennis and snooker, but is now unloved.
We really don't use this space. The only people who are really in the conservatory are the dogs.
And while there's plenty of space where it's not needed, there's not enough in the kitchen diner when it is needed.
We had the large island with the breakfast area built 10 years ago. It means the dining area is now quite tight if we're entertaining friends and family. So, for example, at my dad's birthday in January, we had everybody packed round the table and the 2 boys were sitting at the breakfast bar separate from everyone else because we really couldn't get any more people round the table. We haven't refurbished the downstairs of the house because we don't quite know what to do with this conservatory.
The underused conservatory accounts for 20% of the ground floor, where there's also a large living room, a small work-from-home study, a guest WC, a utility room and a kitchen diner, which, although it's been reconfigured, does not give them the entertaining space for large family gatherings that they hanker after.
But despite its problems, Frank's not about to give up on their home.
I actually loved the place. I actually love living here. This house has got so many memories for us. We've brought our kids up here. We've been here for 25 years. I think there's so much potential in the house that we could just have another 10 years here would be absolutely perfect for me.
But Wilma's looking to reconfigure more than the layout of their home. She's after a new way of life in a new location.
We work both together, self-employed, so we can work anywhere. And it's a lifelong dream of mine, of ours actually, to live by the sea. And now our work-life balance allows us to consider that for the first time. So for me to be able to live in the glorious West Coast would be a dream come true for me.
Making people's dreams come true is what we're all about.
But getting these two to share the same dream could be tough.
Well, we better get started then.
That's a big old garage, Phil.
That's quite a reasonable sized house.
Hello, so lovely to meet you. Thank you. Please come on in.
Phil usually asks this question, but actually I'm going to ask it today. Who wants to love it? Who wants to list it?
I would like to list it.
And I would like to love it.
How long have you been here? What's the kind of background?
It's been our wonderful family home for 25 years, but it's a new season. We're working differently. It's time to move into a new chapter, and my dream to live by the sea could be a reality, Phil, if you can find us the right home.
Of course.
So, Frank, what's not to like about this plan?
I just think that we've had such great memories here. I love Strathaven as an area. I've got lots of friends here. We've got a great golf club.
I may be wrong about this, Frank, but I don't think the west coast of Scotland is short of golf clubs.
No, there's quite a few.
Good point, Kirstie.
There is quite a few, but I've played them all. And I just think if we can get the layout and the house sort of a bit more modernised. The main thing that we really need help on, professional help on, is this conservatory.
How do you use that space?
It was really a toy room for the kids. There was snooker tables, there's a table tennis table out there, as you can see, and now the two Labradors live in it effectively. So,
but it's really become the problem part of the house, which has stopped us from doing whatever we're going to do with the refresh of downstairs.
What do you both think should be done with the conservatory?
It's not in a good state of repair, so we need to take it down and either do something else or extend the garden again.
Why, in your mind, is now the right time to go?
So we work together self-employed, so we really can work from anywhere, ideally by the sea.
Is it a downsize?
Yeah, I think it's a slight downsize.
but not massive.
No, we love to entertain. We love, love, love to have friends and family in our home. So we would want to still be able to do that. We would obviously need some guest bedrooms to be able to have people to come and stay.
We need to look around it.
Yeah.
Have a look around. That's what you need to do.
Older conservatories like this are notoriously difficult to heat and use as a year-round space. I can feel the chill factor. No wonder it's been left to go to the dogs.
According to them, it's only the dogs that use this room. They don't use it.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't use it if every neighbour could see in like that. Also, is it me or is it just slam in the middle?
Definitely you. It's definitely you.
No, I think it's slam in the middle of the garden.
Yes, slightly odd place to put it.
So if it's just got 3 people in it and soon to be 2 people...
soon to be 2.
Then maybe the answer to the conservatory is just to lop it off.
I think you might need a better plan than that, Kirstie. Lopping it off might get rid of the unused space, but it could put more pressure on their already dysfunctional kitchen.
The problem is the island's too big and it's right in the middle of the room, which actually makes this area quite small.
This island, I beg of everybody, islands, the smaller, the better.
This house has issues downstairs, but the upstairs is in great condition. Fortunately for me, the couple are looking to downsize. They're not retiring yet, though, so they'll still need space to work from home.
Oh, pretty small office, given that they both work from home. This would be impossible. And it's also a bit dark.
I'm pretty sure with my healthy list-it budget of £350,000, I'll be able to find them a seaside home with an office space that will be a pleasure to work in.
But don't forget, there's over £15,000 of stamp duty and moving costs to add to that, Phil. Money that would be better spent invested here in the home they already both love.
Very nice sized ensuite. Good master bed. Lovely family bathroom. It's very strong, this house.
There's plenty of space here in this house, and I'm going to have to be careful that whatever I do with my £50,000 Love It budget, I don't give these two empty nesters even more space that they won't use.
Frank must really want to stay to be prepared to put 50 grand more into this house. It's a lovely garden, this, but conservatories should make you feel that you can make more of your garden. This one just seems to sort of restrict the garden, really, and create zones which you don't need.
It's actually quite a generous garden.
It's a huge garden.
With a conservatory right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It feels to me it's not so much about that the house doesn't work for them any longer. It's more that Wilma wants a new life.
Wilma wants
by
to go
sea.
to the coast, yeah. She wants to go to the coast, and that's that. Frank wants to stay, and he's going to give it a good shot. But I reckon you have, for the first time ever, got this one in the bag from the outset.
No, I actually disagree.
Really?
Because there's not that much wrong with this house. And if you take that away, which will absolutely benefit the garden, I think you've got it in the bag. But I'm going to really enjoy trying. I'm totally with Wilma, because I quite fancy that myself. Moving to the sea, walking the dogs, playing golf.
There's no time for your retirement daydreams, Phil. We've got work to do.
Well, we've had a good look round. Lovely home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have one question. The dogs. They currently sleep in here.
This is where their bed is. They're quite happy lying in the kitchen or the office.
Basically, this room is almost entirely now surplus requirements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, OK. OK, that's my question answered.
I'd love to know more about what I'm looking for on the search. Where is it? What is it? What do I need to find?
The number one thing is to be by the sea. Ideally to see the sea from the property in some way. We'd love to have open plan, living, entertaining type space.
Mm-hmm.
We'd ideally like 3 bedrooms so that friends and family can come to stay.
OK.
Ideally with some public transport options in there that we don't have here.
OK.
Note the use of the word we.
We're going to make this happen, have no fear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing what you find.
I love our job.
Why do you love our job so much
Because
today?
I love the house hunting, and I'm going to be looking for nice places to live on the sea near a golf course. Happy days. This is going to be excellent.
Meanwhile, I am going to amputate a conservatory. Or at least I think I am. I've got to discuss it. How do you discuss amputation?
Delicately.
The potential of this house is massive if we do the right things to it.
In Strathaven, Wilma and Frank are at loggerheads over what to do with their family home of 25 years.
The house is a bit too big now. We've got all this extra space that we're not really doing anything with.
So I've got a budget of £350,000 to convince Frank to join Wilma on Team List It and opt for a new life beside the sea.
And I've got a £50,000 Love It budget to make their home fit their friends and family hosting lifestyle. I've been pondering the cold conservatory. The only creatures brave enough to set foot in the place, or should I say poor, are the dogs. Do I recommend the cost-efficient option, retaining and refurbishing the conservatory, or do I rip it up and start again?
So, turn over both pages. And you look at your conservatory.
The couple have a healthy budget, so my plan is goodbye conservatory, hello sunroom, giving them the usable space that they do need with a large dining area, a comfy snug, and bifold doors out onto the garden. Part of the wall and the bay window would be removed, allowing easy access from the current kitchen, which would now have more usable space. And the entrance through to the living room would be widened, making the spaces better connected.
So basically, this that we're in now becomes your kitchen.
OK. Food for thought. What are you thinking?
Not sure.
This would cost 56 to do and would add 61 to the value.
Okay.
But I think, given that you just wrote that down, Wilma, it will actually cost 56 because people who are that efficient make things run on time.
Okay.
It is a lot to think about.
It is. Yeah. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Phil is desperate to go house hunting by the sea.
We just need to go away now and look at the plans in detail. It'll be, it'll be time well spent and it'll improve the house no end.
Improve, yes. But that house isn't moving any closer to the west coast and fulfilling Wilma's dreams of a new life by the sea. Only I can do that. So we're starting our search in Inverkip, a 45-minute train journey west from Glasgow. This charming seaside town is, I think, perfect for the couple who love nothing more than dog walks on the beach.
Hello, good morning, Frank.
Hey, Phil, how are you doing? Good to see you.
See you.
Wilma, all okay?
Yes, we haven't viewed a house in 25 years, so this is a really exciting day for us.
I would imagine you're slightly more excited than Frank. Are you dragging him along?
Yeah, listen, I'm coming with an open mind.
How about this setting?
Glorious. Absolutely
Yeah,
glorious.
love it here. Inverkip is just a nice place to be and great for the two Labradors that we have as well for us
Yeah,
to...
they're definitely on team listed.
Are they? Good. Well, listen, let's get started. The first place that I've got is actually just round the corner.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We're in the right place.
Excellent. Look
Follow
forward to
me.
it. Thank
Great, thank you.
On the market for offers over £290,000, this first property really is a top-flight offering.
So, minutes from the marina, minutes from the beach. Selling the dream here.
you. Yes. Oh, no, this is the dream. This is the sort of different
This is
lifestyle.
Wilma's dream.
What's not to love?
What's not to love? The compromise here is there is an outside space.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's so much outside space all around you. Come see what you think.
Lovely. Thank you.
Inside, this beautiful apartment has an open-plan kitchen, living, dining space that's made for hosting fun family get-togethers, something they've been struggling with at home. And the cherry on top is the breathtaking views over the coast. Kirstie certainly can't give them that.
Come on in. So, we have a great big flat here.
Oh, we did see open plan living.
Right, calm.
Wow.
It's 80 square metres, this room. You've got proper entertaining space.
I'm so pulled over to that kitchen window.
Come and have a look.
Oh my goodness, there's the Isle of Bute. Gosh.
Yeah, it's where I used to spend all
Your childhood?
All my childhood. In Butte, yeah.
This is great.
Utility room here as well, yeah.
It's big space, isn't it?
It's a big
Really is.
space.
Why don't you go and have a look at the bedrooms?
Nice.
They are very, very happy. Frank is trying not to like it, but he can't help himself.
There are 3 good-sized bedrooms, all with en-suites. Perfect for when friends and family come to stay.
So this is
Nice
a good double
double room. Nice size, actually.
and ensuite. Very nice.
I mean, the ensuite's big as well.
One of the bedrooms is currently used as a home office, and it knocks spots off the one they have back home.
This is a lovely working space. The inspiration to sit there and work with that view.
You're right, the view's quite impressive. Really nice view, actually.
Wow. This is a great size master bedroom, so this would be ours.
It's fantastic.
So first up for Team Listed, how are we doing?
Amazing. This is a almost perfect apartment.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's pretty good. It ticks so many boxes in terms of the space to entertain, the bedrooms and their size. Yeah.
Frank's not looking very happy about things over there.
So yeah, I think it's what a start.
Got to say, you've got my head turning a bit. Some of the views and stuff are great, but really the size of the bedrooms and the size of the whole apartment is fantastic.
Strong start.
Very good.
It certainly
Going
is.
to get stronger as well, Frank. Don't you worry about it.
Excellent.
Being here with the view and everything was, yeah, just something for me to sort of think about and kind of go, wow. So it was very impressive, I've got to say.
What a place to call home in this location. So yeah, I think it's a great start for Team List It.
I don't think that could have gone any better. It's such a strong flat, so suitable for them. I couldn't be happier. I'm not sure if I can beat it, but I'm going to have a go.
Well played, Phil. It looks like I've got a real fight on my hands. And 12 weeks after I presented my plan to cut down their giant conservatory, it's still standing. It was always an option to make the unusable space usable again by refurbishing the conservatory rather than replacing it, and that's what they've opted to do. And they're incorporating my plans for the larger dining area, the snug, and the kitchen into the revamp.
The plan that we're working with is to put a new glass roof on the conservatory. So that's going to become our new extended dining space that we can make as big as we ever need it for family and friends. We're going to refresh the kitchen, and the area that's currently our tight dining space is going to become our snug. So we're back to the full plan, thank you Kirstie, of a larger dining space and a snug. We're just doing it in a slightly different way.
As I expected, Wilma has got things under control. And she's right to make any changes to plans before the build actually gets underway. Leaving it until the work has started can prove very costly.
My search has got off to a roaring start, and my first property has stuck in Frank's head.
I was really surprised, actually, just the size of the rooms, and
Yeah.
I guess the only thing that it didn't have was a kind of balcony where you could sit out on a nice day or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it is a nice day, and you would just walk down to the Marina or somewhere, and,
Yes, exactly.
you know, and probably want to do that if the the weather was good.
Don't worry, Frank, I've got a solution to that very problem. Just under an hour's train ride from Glasgow, the village of Skelmorley looks out to the Isles of Bute and Arran. This next property could be in the perfect location. On the market for offers over $385,000, this detached bungalow boasts spectacular views across the Firth of Clyde, and there's an extra bonus for Frank too.
The golf club's just up there.
Oh, wow. Look at the view.
Well, I tell you, it gets better from up there. Let me get you in there and show you the view from up the top.
Okay.
Okay.
This bungalow delivers the outside space my first property was lacking. And inside on the ground floor, there are 3 double bedrooms, a bathroom, and a good-sized kitchen diner.
Come on in. I want to take you actually straight upstairs.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Upstairs, there's another bedroom, a family bathroom, and a sauna, a home office. But the centerpiece of this floor is this stunning living room with breathtaking views.
Now, this room, well, it sells itself, really.
Oh my goodness, look at the view.
Wow.
Can we go out there?
Come on. Ta-da!
Wow. This is
What
a view.
a view.
I sense Frank's coming over to Team List.
I do too, Phil. Just keep going.
Not completely at the moment.
We've got the golf course, we've got the view.
Yes.
What more could he want?
Come on, Frank, you know it makes sense. Have a wander around, see some more.
Okay, thank you.
Meanwhile, I'm going to hang out here happily.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, they are absolutely blown away, as they should be, because it's a sensational property. I'm feeling very lucky today.
It's a good-sized kitchen.
Yes.
Diner.
Really well finished as well.
It's a spacious bungalow.
Really is.
Oh wow, look at the view from this bedroom, and it's a good-sized bedroom.
Looks stunning. Do you think is this the main bedroom, or?
There's another bedroom, which I think it could be either. I
Either.
think you could configure it in whatever way you wanted, really. Wow, this house is really never-ending, including a sauna.
Wow.
Wow. Gosh, quite a big sauna too.
There's pretty much everything in this house. I don't
I
know.
wasn't expecting to see a sauna, but
It's just massive.
everywhere is big, yeah.
Massive.
This house is packed full of wonderful features, both inside and out. And somehow having so much to offer might be a problem in itself.
Come and join me out here, still enjoying the view.
Yeah. The location is breathtaking.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say it's a bigger house than we're looking to downsize to, but it's a beautiful home.
Yeah.
Do you think it's too much?
I think they've done so much in the house and utilised the space really well with the bedrooms and everything that it has. But it does feel as if it's a bit too big.
Yes. And we wouldn't use half of the space that this lovely property has.
So actually, if we drop the budget and drop the spec and the size, then you'd be happy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
OK, leave it with me.
OK.
Thank you.
OK.
Thank you so
Off
much.
to you.
Thank you. It's great to just know that there's properties out there within your budget that are probably more than you need.
I think the location is spectacular here. I think a smaller size, easier maintained in terms of the size of the plot and the size of the home is really what we're looking for.
I'm still loving it at the minute, but certainly opened my eyes a bit.
Well, the property, yeah, it was too much for them, but at least it gives me confidence that they can absolutely afford what they want. I don't think I've ever been asked to find less for someone, but I'm sure I can manage.
That sounds like a challenge that's right up your street, Pip. Work is finally getting underway in the kitchen. The units and work surfaces are being professionally spray painted with a specially formulated paint that is hard-wearing and durable. It's costing Wilma and Frank £3,500, so it can be a money-saving option for giving a fresh new look to a tired kitchen. And 4 months after my first visit, I want to catch up with Wilma and Frank. I am in a pub in Wolverhampton, but where I really want to be is in Strathaven, talking to Frank and Wilma. So I'm just gonna, do the Zoomy thing. Fill me in.
So I think it's fair to say that since we last saw you, it's been on a bit of a journey. So the summary of it all is that we are replacing all the glass on Monday, using a completely different type of glass, which has a similar energy rating to a solid roof, but you still retain all the light.
Reglazing the conservatory will certainly make it more habitable and will dramatically reduce their total spend from £50,000 to £25,000.
We're going to have like a custom-built seating area at the bottom of the conservatory, which means we can...
I am such a fan of those. I keep on trying to get people to do custom-made seating in a space because it gives you a lot of extra space because you're not trying to squash things into the space which aren't designed for it.
Custom-made fixed seating can be super practical, and its adaptability means it delivers solutions in all sorts of different settings, working with freestanding furniture. Where space is at a premium, Banquette seating, made to fit the existing restricted space in a dining area, allows a table to be pushed back when not in use. Banquettes can also be used to create cosy window seats and reading nooks. And as well as providing somewhere to sit, there's the opportunity for storage, plenty of space for under-seat drawers or cupboards.
The idea is that we're currently upcycling our dining table, which will sit to the side in the conservatory. So it then frees up the existing dining space, which was tight, into becoming a snug. So we're actually calling
As you recommended.
So we're actually calling it Kirstie's Plan 1.2.
So you're making the conservatory is going to be a flexi dining space, which can be 4 to 6 and can go bigger when needed.
Yes.
Taking your old conservatory, making it a workable dining space and therefore giving yourself a snug where your dining was, creates the sort of family kitchen that you were after without knocking down any walls or spending extra money or... I mean, it seems ideal. Anyway,
yeah, so it's been great.
Anyway, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I'm not there to see it in person, but I will be.
You take care. Lovely to chat.
And you. Bye. What we have to remember is that we can change what a space is used for. A dining area can become a snug. A conservatory can become a dining room. Having that versatility can really save you a fortune.
I'm out to save money too, Kirstie, as they've asked me to find them something that offers less than the fully loaded bungalow we saw last time.
When we set out on this little expedition, Frank, you assured me you were bringing your open mind, and you really have.
I'll definitely have an open mind and just see what's out there. And I think the 2 properties that we've seen so far have really opened my eyes to, you know, just what is available out there.
Yeah. So I'm reckoning if I manage to keep the dogs happy and I find decent golf courses, I think Team List It should do all right.
I think we're right up there, Phil.
So we're heading to the charming seaside town of Largs. Famous for its Victorian promenade, an Art Deco ice cream parlour. Largs also has dog walking trails and golf courses aplenty. Perfect for Wilma and Frank. Situated overlooking the sea on the first floor of this period property, this apartment might be the smallest of the three I've shown Wilma and Frank, but it still packs a punch.
I'm told when on a windy day you actually get wet from the sea.
Yeah, I don't think we could really get much closer, could we?
It's pretty
To the
close.
sea.
Golf club, good news, that's half.
Yeah, that's good.
Ticking all the boxes. It's interesting. It's got a bit more character. It's less property.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, it's smaller, but it's a lot more sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Great.
look forward to
Get on
seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
On the market for offers over £265,000. Inside, there are 3 good-sized double bedrooms, one with its own ensuite, a family bathroom, a well-equipped modern kitchen, and a lovely double-aspect sitting room, perfect for hosting.
Hallway and all the rooms lead off this. but
Okay.
Come and have a look at the main room. This is what it's all about.
It is.
We've got ceiling height, we've got grandeur, we've got volume, character, beautiful fireplace, double aspect, straight out to sea. It's smaller, it's not as expensive.
The location's amazing. I'm not sure about the spec. I don't see necessarily a lot of traditional features, but it's a nice sized room.
What I've tried to do is choose something that's a combination of all that I've learnt from the first two.
Yes.
Obviously the sea.
Yes.
See what you think.
Okay, great, thank you.
I'm going to enjoy the view.
Off to a bit of a shaky start there. Let's hope the rest of the apartment can win them over.
Okay, so this is a nice little study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good size.
Works well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect for an office.
Yeah. So here's the kitchen. Yeah, it's a nice clean galley kitchen.
Nice window.
It is a nice stained glass window, actually.
Yeah.
It's obviously much smaller than anything else we've looked at, but it's a nice
Yeah.
enough kitchen. And let's have a peek in the bathroom. Yep. Bath, shower.
Yeah, it's well finished.
Yeah. So this is the first bedroom.
It's just be a guest one.
Yeah. Yeah, good size.
Yeah, really good size.
Ceiling height.
Is that a cupboard?
Oh, it's a walk-in wardrobe.
Oh, you've got one of them. Nice size ensuite. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, good.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you getting on?
Good, thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
Good.
Is it big enough for you?
I think it's big enough.
Yeah.
I don't know that the spec's just what we're looking for.
Because it's priced where it is, you've got the budget should you wish to do something
Exactly.
like this up. What I've tried to focus on is properties that will enable you to live the lifestyle that you're after should you move. Or what you're trying to achieve, if you were to list, is 100% doable.
Absolutely.
Yes. And we can see that. We can see that, Phil, so thank you.
Great. My mission is done.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But meanwhile, you've got some work to finish at home,
We have.
Yeah.
by which time you have got His Majesty over there round your little finger. And we'll be moving. Come on.
I think not, Pip. I'll be unwrapping that finger, don't you worry.
Well, I was trying to find something that fell in between the really lovely top floor apartment and the fancy bungalow. In actual fact, this has fallen a bit flat. But nevertheless, I am still going to take a picture of the sea view and send it to Kirstie because that will definitely freak her out that I found something that close to the sea.
I think you get a feel for things like Property 1 and Property 2 were quite different from this property. But the great thing about it is seeing the contrast because we've not looked at a house for 25 years. So,
Yeah, I think we've
so it was
learned
really
a lot
good.
through the search, and I think that was really important to us to understand what were the options for the type of budget we're looking at in the locations we're considering.
But we've got a lot to discuss, obviously, in terms of getting the house completed. Yeah, we'll take it from there. We'll have a bit of a debate.
Not exactly ending on a high there, Phil. But back home in Strathaven, things are finally moving, and the new high-performance glass that will transform the conservatory is being installed. The competition is certainly heating up.
We're on our way back to Wilma and Frank's.
5 months after our first visit, the time has come. Will they love or list their 4-bed detached house?
Wilma just wants a change of life.
Yeah.
She wants to walk her dogs. She wants Frank to be happy, but actually Frank can be happy if there's a golf course nearby.
You think you've got this in the bag, don't you?
I'm really hopeful.
Oh my God, that's so romantic. Look at that house. I love Scottish architecture.
What I enjoyed.
Do you know, Phil, when we do this filming in the car thing, I bet you in certain places I'm just sort of chatting to you, and then in other places I'm like, my head's all over the place because I so enjoy looking round. And this is one of those times when I really enjoy looking around.
No, can I comment?
Yeah.
Your head is all over the place. It's not sometimes. It is. Because you talk when we're having a conversation, and then you go, look at that, over there, it's amazing.
I tell you where my head's at, Spencer. In the game.
Well, my confidence is high that this could be a much-needed listed victory for me.
Oh!
Oh, you didn't book the good weather, Phil.
No, I've left it behind today.
I know, but it's not good enough. Hello, it's lovely to see you.
Guys, it's freezing. Come on in.
Nice to see you.
What are you doing?
The wet weather can't dampen my enthusiasm to see the couple's renovation. The cold conservatory had gone to the dogs, and the oversized island had marooned the dining table in a cramped corner. Now the kitchen diner has been given a new lease of life. And the conservatory is giving me a warm and fuzzy feeling. The living room also has a new look, with soft, peaceful blues and sleek grey sofas replacing the dated damask wallpaper and peppermint patterned seating.
Does look super smart.
I'm always quite nervous coming into these places. What's happened?
Let me be your guide, Phil. The couple had the kitchen units professionally spray painted, and they look amazing under the natural light flooding in from the refurbished conservatory. The conservatory is now the entertaining space for family and friends that the couple desperately desired. They refurbished the frame and installed new glass, which will help them manage the temperature and make it a better place to entertain. As I suggested, the kitchen diner has been rearranged. With the dining table in the conservatory, this area is now a snug, and a delightfully sophisticated one at that.
The kitchen's replaced?
Upcycled.
Upcycle.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Taken apart and all painted and all sprayed. The work surfaces and the backsplash were done on site,
Yeah.
but everything else was taken away and painted.
Yeah.
Love it.
Genius.
Really?
It's the first time someone's really, really done it. Because I've wanted someone to do it for so long.
Wilma, that's great.
So it's new handles.
No, it's actually not new handles.
same handles.
It's just, I didn't like anything more than the ones we had.
They look completely different when they've got the
colour.
Yeah, the shine and the buff them up. And,
Because the kitchen was oak, you see, and it had got darker over the years that we'd had it because of the amount of light in here.
Yes.
Putting the colour on
Just
the
completely changes
oak,
it.
the handles really stood out.
A small, budget-priced kitchen would cost around £8,000 on average to purchase and install. The spray painting cost $3,500, and this looks as good as new to me.
You had a table up there before, and it was all quite tight. That was where you were spending a lot of time, and it was a bit cosy.
It's funny you should mention that, Phil. Because basically another room has been added onto the house, hasn't it?
It has an effect, yeah.
The dog room.
The dog room.
Yeah, it's the dog room, yeah.
That was the dog room, you're right.
It is now the orangery.
Do not scoff, Pip. I refuse to call such a glorious room a mere conservatory. And I love, love, love the Bespoke Banquette.
It looks absolutely fantastic. An amazing banquette there. Great.
Was that your idea?
No.
Kirstie loves a banquette.
I love a banquette.
She spreads them around the country.
And
I'm always banging on them.
so see why.
They're brilliant.
Because it just gives the flexibility to use the space in different ways.
Sharing an evening meal under the stars and then relaxing on the banquette with a glass of wine, this is the new life Wilma and Frank were dreaming of.
I've got to ask, this was the dog room? Well, what have you done with the dogs?
They're in there. They're in the doghouse.
They've got a new bed in the snug.
They've got a new bed, and yeah, they'll be in the snug.
It's all well and good, Frank, but you can't see the Isle of Bute, can you? I mean,
No,
forgive me.
We can't see Aaron.
But Phil, let me tell you, there is the Isle of Iona. Isle of Iona, one of my favourite places in the world.
It's lovely, but it doesn't achieve your aim
Doesn't.
of the new lifestyle.
It achieves mine.
We're not too worried about you today, Frank. I think we should sit down and have a little drink and a think.
I think we should.
Yes, sounds good.
It cost just under $20,000 to refurbish the conservatory, which took Wilma and Frank's total spend on the renovation to $25,000.
I'm impressed by all that Kirstie's done to help the couple with their renovation. But I'm also excited because the new look they've given their home will certainly make it more appealing to younger families if they choose to sell and begin a new life by the sea.
I particularly liked the flat at Inverkip.
Yeah.
That flat was all about lifestyle. You could see the sea and you could see Bute and you could probably just about see Cumbria from the kitchen and the dining area.
The actual flat itself was incredible, and it kind of really opened my mind to, wow, this is what you can get for your money. Sort of came away from there going, you've done an excellent job there.
I went home that night and said to my wife, I think I found a really nice flat. It's not going to be around for long.
Listen, I'm not surprised.
Have you booked your trip to Arran yet?
No, I haven't. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to snap things out from underneath people, Phil. The average valuation for this property prior to the work you did was 361.
Right.
The average valuation now is 388.
Okay.
Excellent.
Only about $1,000 more than what you've spent, but in this market, for anyone to do work which doesn't add on any space and to come in having not lost any money, absolutely you would recoup.
Thank you. That's really good to hear.
Wilma, Frank, are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We are going to list it.
Bless him. Bless him. He so needed that. Have you taken that away from him? I think what you've done to this house is so clever. You've transformed it. You've made it far more saleable. It's going to go in the bat of an eyelid.
When did it come clear?
The Inverkip flat really nailed it straight away because there was not.
Did you hear that? Nailed it straight away.
There was not any real negatives about the flat at all. This house now is for a family. It's a family house. We want a different lifestyle now.
How exciting.
Indeed.
I'm deeply jealous.
No, it is really exciting.
You're making me think I should go home and move.
I think ultimately we're always going to come to, a conclusion that we thought was right for the lifestyle in the next stage.
So, although we started in different camps, we were journeying these months together that brought us to this decision.
Got to do what's right, so we've come to the right decision.
look at that. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Phil.
Celebratory
Now,
drink
I've got to
for
ask
me.
you something. Did you pick this ski-themed
Yes,
place
I did.
deliberately?
Yes.
I know why you did.
Why?
I know. Because you and Eddie the Eagle,
Heroes.
you know, you
Both
head
of us.
down the hill, you head down the hill, you head down the hill, and just at the last moment, you leaped
I
into
win
the air.
one. At last. I think what they've done will invigorate them. And they're youthful, and they're taking that decision. It's exciting, and they're really pleased about it.
To looking forward.
Looking forward.